Hello everyone, my name is Rob. Welcome to vidIQ, the YouTube tool channel that educates you on your YouTube journey, and this is how we do it.
vidIQ.
vidIQ.
vidIQ.com.
Good morning everybody, welcome to vidIQ. If this is your first time here, welcome to your YouTube journey and the tools and education that we can bring to your YouTube experience. If you received an email in the last half an hour or so, then thank you very much for clicking on that link and joining us here today. What we're going to be doing over the next hour or so is taking you on a guide through the tools that can help you research YouTube, analyze videos, audit your own channel, and take actionable steps that will help grow your channel. For those of you who are regulars, you may usually see Liron today on the Wednesday webinar, but it is Passover, so I am stepping in today to help all of you, and we will be starting this tour of the YouTube, of the vidIQ tools in around about 10 minutes. I'd just like to make sure that everybody has joined before we start the tour. So while we're waiting for that to happen in the next 10 to 15 minutes, I want to have a little bit of a chat with you. So the first thing I would like to ask all of you is let me know where you are in the world, what time it is, and maybe the weather. I'll let you in on where I am. I'm in Vancouver, BC, Canada, and the weather is improving. It's not raining anymore. It's getting into the mid-teens Celsius-wise, which I think is probably about 50s in Fahrenheit. And yeah, it's not raining, and that's the best thing to know about Vancouver, because throughout the winter, probably from November until about the end of February, it rains non-stop. So do let me know where you are in the world. And what we're going to be doing here is just introducing ourselves, getting to know each other, and then I'm going to show you some vidIQ tools for around about 30 minutes, and then after that we're going to do some Q&A where you get to ask me some questions about YouTube, your channel, vidIQ, all of that good stuff, and I will do my best to answer them. One more thing that I want to let you know as well is that in the video description, if you are a free user of vidIQ right now, you can take advantage of the Boost trial offer that we have that gives you all of our tools and the vidIQ Academy, which I'm going to talk about later as well. That all included for free for 30 days to get you started on your YouTube channel. All right, some people posting in now. Hello to Keith Rupert there. It's California, raining in California. That surprises me. It is 11:48 for Angel and Dilit Royale. I think I audited your channel yesterday. I think you were the first channel I audited yesterday. Who else have we got? Apollo in the house as always. Hello to you too. I've got quite a few people in California here. It's Ricky's channel in Scotland. Just Silly lives in Austria, Vienna. We've also got Ocha Boy in the Czech Republic, and it's 10 to 7 in the evening there, and nice and sunny. 6 o'clock in England, where it's Kurt Nuts. I have to say that name very carefully live on air, but hello to you. Pinky Pot there in Norway. Is it still cold in Norway, or is it starting to warm up there? Do let me know. Shad7881, look at the commitment here, in Australia, Sydney, and it's 2 a.m. there. Origami and Crafts in Sri Lanka. It is 20 past 10 for you there. And all of those other people who are joining us here right now, thank you very much for taking part in what is hopefully the beginnings of your YouTube education. I'm just going to press this button now, which means that you can actually see the live chat on screen next to me, which will probably help you because everybody likes to see their name on a chat, don't they? You can also see on this screen, I'm going to try and point to it in the right direction, in the bottom right-hand corner, There is a hashtag question there. Make sure you've got that ready later on, because when we go into the Q&A portion of this webinar, I want you to be writing down hashtag question, and then I can answer one. We'll do one right now. If somebody wants to do a hashtag question, I'll answer one question right now as a kind of experiment as to how this is going to work a little later on. We are about 10 minutes away from going into the educational portion of this webinar. And thank you everybody who continues to join here. Wow, we're almost up to 200 people. That is amazing stuff for this webinar. Really is appreciated. And all of this chat coming in here. I'm going to do just some quick shout outs. Hitman Plays, Jack M. Dogue, J Horn Films, JJ and AJ Gaming Squad, Lag Productions, Effortless Gaming, all the gaming channels in the house today. And it's very good to see you all. And of course, if you subscribe, you'll see that little icon thing appear down there as well, which is brilliant. JK Landon, you said hashtag question, but you didn't ask a question. But Fort Craft Champion did. What is a good free thumbnail editor? Well, we have a thumbnail editor. If you upload a video, we have an editor that you can use there. But if you want to go a little more technical and advanced, then Canva is a good free online editor for you to get started with making YouTube thumbnails. And I'm sure they've got lots of templates there as well, so do check that out. Is a good resource, certainly Canva. And I think PicMonkey and GIMP are also options that you can use in terms of thumbnail creation softwares. So that's an example of a hashtag question that we will be doing later on, which is awesome. Thank you very much for a question, and we'll be taking probably at least half an hour's worth of Q&A later on after we've done the tour. Now, something I want to show you just before we go on the product tour of vidIQ is that we're all about educating you on your YouTube journey. And at the beginning of 2020, we launched a brand new service here at vidIQ, and that is the vidIQ Academy, which gives you all sorts of courses to help you on your YouTube journey. The flagship course that we have is Launch Your YouTube Channel in 30 Days, and it covers all sorts of aspects such as finding your niche, what's your superpower, why audio is the most important thing to improve first, going through YouTube analytics, uploading your first video, all of these different videos, 32 in total, to take you on the first month of your YouTube journey, and even people who've already started their channel with some really useful stuff in here. And it's about, I think it's about a 3-4 hour course, and that's just one of our courses on the vidIQ Academy. We've also got stuff on keyword research, the complete guide to thumbnails, so somebody was asking that a little moment ago, and making money on YouTube. Ultimately, most people on YouTube are doing this to maybe make an income, especially in these, to quote the most used phrase now, uncertain times. And so a lot of people are coming onto YouTube for that. So yeah, this is the vidIQ Academy. And the best news is about this is if you use the link in the video description to get your free trial, you get full access to the vidIQ Academy as well. And we're adding some more courses very, very soon. They've been finished. We just need to touch them up. And I think you should be seeing another couple of courses appear there very soon. So that's the vidIQ Academy, which is attached to the vidIQ tools, which we're going to be taking a very deep dive on very, very soon. Next question I want to ask you, because I just want to get an understanding of like the channel size here. I want you to tell me how many subscribers you have on your channel, and very quickly what your channel is about, whether it's gaming, DIY, beauty, politics, sports. Let me know in the chat, and I'm going to shout out a couple of them. So yeah, let me know your subscriber size and also what your channel is roughly about. Still people telling me where they are in the world. Prince Romeo Jr. You're in Jamaica, and it's 5 to 12 there. It's always obviously sunny, I would assume, in Jamaica. Yeah, thank you, Apollo, for repeating the question there in the chat. And of course, thank you for our moderators who always do an awesome job. All right, we've got some answers coming in now. Lots very quickly. Marcel is mine, 161. Hap Film, 228. Hockey Update, 1997, 63. Look at it, it just goes far too fast, and I really struggle. Deborah Giro, I may have said your name right or wrong, 1,123 subscribers in your beauty channel. Congratulations on 1,000 subscribers, first of all. 270 subscribers for Slay Teddies, and it was a family channel, I believe. I'm Smart Manasa, I think 177 subscribers there. JK Landion, 407 subscribers with vlogs, updates, and tutorials. So we're getting a general idea that the current user base here on this webinar has a subscriber range of between maybe 100 and 1,000. So you're just maybe starting your YouTube journey here. You've been maybe doing it for 2 or 3 months. You've been having some fun. You've maybe had 1 or 2 videos that have done a little better than others, and you're sort of wondering, where do I go next? And I think this is where the vidIQ tools are really going to start to help you with keyword research, being a bit more strategic with your content. Most creators, when they first start, work hard, really hard, and everybody's got a lot of passion and a lot of energy, and eventually that YouTube adrenaline is probably going to wear off after 3 to 6 months when you get into the nitty-gritty, and that's when you have to really start to think a little smarter and work smarter. Think about your target audience and how you want to niche down and funnel a particular target audience to grow your community more quickly, and we're going to look at that very, very soon through the metaphors of chocolate cake. And that's how we always use our vidIQ tools to describe what's going on. So yeah, a couple more subscribers here. Belendion Brawl Stars. Did I say that? Belendion Brawl Stars, 30 subscribers. Nandini, there was 16 subscribers. And congratulations to Shad7881. You just hit 100 subscribers today. So first big milestone for you. Congratulations. Well done to you. That's awesome stuff to hear. And who's this there? Loyal Gaming's been stuck on 33 subscribers for 3 weeks now. Maybe it sounds like you maybe need to create some more content there. Comp Addicts, you haven't missed anything yet. We're just saying hello to everybody. This is our introduction, and before we kick off the whistle-stop tour of all our vidIQ tools. One thing I will mention is that this is going to be a pre-recorded section where Liron takes you through all of the tools, and we do that so that we're not getting distracted by the chat, or we're not fumbling over our words. We want it to be nice and concise and give as much value to you as efficiently as possible. And it is currently showing you some of the older screens like the Classic Studio, but we're aware of this, and we're going to be updating our pre-recorded section probably in the next week or two, when we'll start to look at it from the new Creator Studio. And there's also a brand new tool that we've recently released that I want to show you at the end of the pre-recorded section. It's one of the really fantastic tools that we're excited about, and I'm starting to use it all the time already, and it's called the thumbnail preview tool. We already have it. You may have already accessed it, but I'm going to give you a quick tutorial after the pre-record. We are coming very close now to 10 o'clock, where we will be handing it over to Liron for the tour of vidIQ, the complete guide here. So if you want to right now, if you haven't already done this, you've got 2 minutes to check out the link in the video description that tells you of the free trial that you have if you're a free vidIQ user. It's a boost trial, which means that you get access to absolutely everything, including the vidIQ Academy. So you can start your YouTube education with vidIQ for absolutely free. And once you've signed up, then you can watch this tutorial and see how everything works. And if you miss anything, don't worry, don't pause it. This live stream / webinar is not going anywhere. We always leave these webinars up after they've finished, so it's not hidden behind a wall or anything. Just reload the live stream, pause it, and watch it wherever you need to look at tools and how to use them on YouTube. Remember, after the webinar tour, I'm going to be back doing Q&A with you and answering as many questions about vidIQ, YouTube, your channel. But with all of that being said, we're now up to 10 o'clock. So if you're all ready for this, guys, give me a thumbs up with emojis, or like, yes, let's do this, ready to go. I'm ready to learn. Hashtag grow my channel, whatever you want to put in the chat, do that now, because in a few moments, we will be taking you on the tour of the tools that we have here at vidIQ. Wow, people are still telling me how what time it is. It's great. It's awesome to see. It is really live, Douglas Gugaro. This is live. I saw your message, and so I read it out. And when I come back in about half an hour, we're going to be live again, Q&A, that type of thing. Yes, just silly. Let's go. Grow. Megaphones. Yes, thumbs up. All of this good stuff. So I think it's time for me to hand it over to my trusty colleague, Liron, who's going to be taking you through all of the tools at vidIQ. And remember, I will be back afterwards to take your questions and show you a few more tools. Let's do this. Here we go.
vidIQ. vidIQ.com.
Hello everybody. Welcome to another vidIQ training session. My name is Liron Segev and I am the Director of Customer Success here at vidIQ. What does that mean? It means that every single day I work with creators big and small, helping you guys rock your channel, get you to that next level, and that's what we're going to do today. The cool thing about vidIQ is a lot of us are actually creators ourselves. A lot of us actually have our own channel and we understand those frustrations. We know what happens when you spend all those hours kind of very carefully creating those videos and then it doesn't work and you get really upset, really despondent. So that's what the solution that we create is all about helping you kind of get over that hurdle, unblock that. If you don't have vidIQ at the moment, that's totally cool. You can hang out with us and see everything we have to offer. If you do have vidIQ, the free version, in the description below, there's a 30-day free trial. Go and grab it because in 30 days, everything that I'm telling you today, if you do that, it will change your channel for absolute ever. So definitely go and check it out. You'll see there's so much value. Things will unlock today that have been locked forever. YouTube is essentially made up of 3 Ds. And you have to do all 3 of those Ds to be able to rock your channel. So the first D is discover. You need to be discovered by the YouTube algorithm, by the search engine, because the most amazing content that lives somewhere out there in the world that nobody knows about, that you haven't labeled correctly, you haven't told YouTube about you, is just pointless. The second D, you need to deliver. In other words, people have given you their click. They've stopped what they're doing. They've clicked on your video. Are you delivering? Did you clickbait? Did you get people to come to your video when it's bad quality and bad audio? So this you need to deliver, because when you deliver, this is such a crucial metric for YouTube. It says, hey, this video looks pretty cool. I am going to start distributing it, which is the third D. I'm going to distribute it to a much wider audience so that that wider audience can see your content, not just your subscribers. It brings it up to the bigger YouTube community. And if those people are watching because you're delivering, then it will bring even bigger and even bigger and even bigger audience. And then your channel really, really explodes when that happens. Happened to me. I can tell you from personal experience that it's just one of those things that when it happens, it is absolutely incredible. But you've got to focus on delivering. You've got to focus on your quality of your content. But today, it's not about theory. Today, it's all about real, practical, step-by-step instruction of what you need to do to get those 3 Ds. So with all that being ready, we are ready to kind of get you really on that journey. This is where we begin, and we're going to begin in the kitchen. Yes, that's where all YouTube begins. It begins in the kitchen. Not only do you have your cup of coffee, but now I want you to go to your kitchen. I want you to open a random cupboard, grab some random ingredients, stick them in a bowl, mix them all up, stick them in the oven, and let's see if a chocolate cake comes out. What are the odds of the chocolate cake come out? Pretty much not much, right? And the reason for it, because you've done random stuff, you've mixed it together randomly, you've stuck it in the oven for some random time. There's no way a chocolate cake is going to come out. And yet that is how we approach our YouTube as well. We go out there, we grab our camera, we go and film, we come home, we edit, we cut, we paste, we create a cool video, we throw together at some random title, description and tags, upload it, and then go, I hope something comes out. I hope my chocolate cake works. I hope my video works. That's never going to work. However, what if I said to you, look, here's the ingredients. Here is what you need to buy. This is how you mix it with these ratios. And then you mix it in this format. And then you stick it in the oven for this long period of time. Well, what are the odds of chocolate cake coming out then? Much better. Well, YouTube is about following a recipe, very much like the chocolate cake. Today, I'm going to show you that recipe. I'm going to show you the step that you need so that you have yourself the best opportunity to get your videos ranked, your videos seen, and I'm going to show you exactly what you need to do to be able to do that. Right now, this is where everything starts. This is the YouTube search bar. What I want you to do is go put in there the word chocolate cake. There it is, chocolate cake. When that comes out, I am now thinking, hey, I've got a channel. Do I want to make a video about this keyword, about this thing called chocolate cake? What I'm going to do is put my keywords in here in the search. By the way, of course, this will work for absolutely any keyword whatsoever, but we're going to stick with a chocolate cake simply because it's universal, whether you're from Pakistan, from India, whether the Philippines, the Far East, the Middle East, the US, anywhere in the world, you are going to know what a chocolate cake is, which is why I stick with this as the example. So chocolate cake is in here. The first thing I do is I go look down here. Look at this bar. It says vidIQ search volume, and it's nice and green. What does that mean? It means a lot of people are searching for this. A lot of people are searching for your keyword. And then, so do you just rush out and make the video? No, because you got to look at this metrics as well. It says competition score. It's in the red. What does that mean? It means, yes, we have a lot of people searching for chocolate cake, but we also have a lot of competition delivering on this term chocolate cake. So what do I do now? I mean, I really want to make a chocolate cake video, but look at that competition. I'm never going to rank against these videos. I mean, some of these things have got 45 million views. I'm never going to rank against them. So ideally, what you want is a term that is in the green. In other words, lots of people are searching and competition score is down here somewhere. When that happens, that is a beautiful match. You have got yourself a keyword that's highly searched for, but people are not delivering content. So this is where essentially you start. But let's stick with our example here. We can see competition is very high, search volume is very high. What do I do now? What you do now is something is going to change the way you do YouTube. Remember, YouTube is the world's second largest search engine. What do you do in a search engine? You ask questions. And what YouTube's job is to marry up your question with somebody's video. Okay, again, YouTube is a search engine. It wants to give you answers to the question that you've asked. So here is a good hack. What you're going to do, you're going to go to chocolate cake in your search bar. You're going to put space, and you're going to do the alphabet walkthrough. A, chocolate cake at home. B, chocolate cake banana. C, D, E, F, G. Right? What am I doing? I am using YouTube's own autocomplete, because YouTube says, okay, so many people around the world have searched for chocolate cake in. So the next person that starts to type the letter I, I'm going to make it easy for them to find their video immediately. So chocolate cake in a microwave seems to be pretty darn popular. So popular that all of a sudden it comes up in my autocomplete. If I was making a chocolate cake video, what I would do is I would say chocolate cake in a mug, or in a microwave, and then in a mug. I would definitely not stick a chocolate cake in a pressure cooker, but that could be a fun video too. So chocolate cake in a microwave, chocolate cake in a mug. Look how I'm already tapping into those search phrases that people are already searching for, so that I know that people are searching for it to the point that it came up in here. It came up in search. Therefore, enough people are searching that I potentially have some eyeballs that are going to come to my video. But there is even more. You go to the beginning. Remember, YouTube is a search engine. What do you do with a search engine? You ask questions. Go to the beginning. What's the chocolate cake? What is the ingredients of chocolate cake? Where's my chocolate cake? Why chocolate cake cracks? I always love it when this one comes up. Why chocolate cake cracks? If you have a cooking channel, or even if you have a kids channel, why chocolate cake cracks and how to fix it? Think of that title. Right now, this has just told you exactly what YouTube wants. It told you what people are searching for. So go in there. What, where, when, how, why. Now let's go to this video. Let's go check out who our competition is. Remember, we're still in research mode. Most people will say a good video is a video that has millions and millions of views. That's a fairly kind of okay statement to make. You know, we kind of judge whether a video is good or bad based by the amount of views that it has. That's fair enough. Here is the problem. The problem with the number of views is that it doesn't tell you time. It doesn't give you how long it took to get to those number of views. They got to 7 million views on this video. Did it take a day, a month, a year, 5 years? I have no idea. So if I just looked at this, at the total number of views, and made my entire decision, do I make my next big hit based on, oh, they got 7 million views, I'm going to make a chocolate cake video so I can get some of those millions of views. Well, you could be flawed. I'll tell you why. Because when the iPhone 1 came out, I don't know, or the Samsung Galaxy Note 1 came out, I'm a geek techie guy, so that's going to happen. When those phones came out years ago, those videos have got millions and millions of views. But what are the odds of those videos getting millions of views today? That is what's important. Is it still relevant today? That is critical. So instead of just looking at the total number of views, what we do is we expose something called views per hour, VPH. And wow, is this critical? Because views per hour tells me right now, people are watching this video today. As we sit here, people are watching this video. And if they're watching this video, it means it's still relevant right now. So forget the number of views. I'm much more interested in the views per hour. And click on historical. Watch this. Over time, did this term get stronger or weaker? Remember, I'm just using chocolate cake. You can use absolutely anything that is specific to you and your channel. But look at this. Over time, look how much that has increased. The interest in chocolate cake has gone up. This is a great indicator, together with the views per hour. That tells me if you're going to make a video, this is a good topic. If this had 1 view per hour, who cares how many views this has got in total? Nobody cares today about this topic. As we go down the scorecard here, you're going to see a whole bunch. Did they use any Reddit strategies, a little bit of Facebook? But look at this. To me, this is gold. This is just the best tool in the world. I know we created it. I am a little bit biased, but I absolutely love this tool. This is the compare views in the first 28 days tool. Essentially what this does, it says, look, you're in research mode. You want to know, is this a regular video for this channel? Yes, they got 15 million subscribers. Is this just one of those regular video that they just churned out? Or did this video perform exceptionally well? In other words, it's an outlier video. It's so well, it went way above the channel. And this is what this does for you. It says, look at this video compared to this channel's average. Now, this channel average is here. It's the pink. This video is the blue. Instantly, you can see this is an amazing video. Now you want to study it. Now you want to say, after the first day, how many views did it get compared to the channel average? On the 7th day, how many views did it get compared to the channel? So for example, this channel's average is between 140 and 230,000 views after 7 days. This video got 854,000 views. In other words, this is an outlier video. This video performs remarkably well. How awesome is this tool? You can go to any video and go and watch that video compared to that channel's average. But it gets even better, because you can go in here and you can compare it to your channel's average, to the last video you watched on YouTube, to any video on YouTube, any playlist, any channel, and your competitor's average. And I'll show you competitors as well. So this is super duper powerful. You go to any video when you're doing your research. Remember, haven't picked up the camera yet. I want to be the first D. I want to be discovered. So I'm going to do all my legwork right now to understand what works in this world and what doesn't. Now that I know that this is a great video, what's next? What's the next step? Well, the next step is you're going to go into one of the tools. It is something called competitors. Now I'm going to click on competitors, and what competitor does is these are my competitors. This is vidIQ's competitors. And competitor is a bit of a strong term. Essentially what this is, it's other people who are doing similar content than we are. It's people we want to keep our eye on, people that we work with, people that we love, people that we hang out with at events with. But what I want to see, so why would I want to see what they're up to? Well, I want to see what they're up to because I want to understand what's their thumbnail strategy. Are they still using short titles or long titles? What is their views per hour? Remember, views per hour. I don't care how many views these videos got, but I care about this. I know if this many people are interested in this topic, I need to explore that further. So you do the same on your channel. You go find your competitors, 10, 15 competitors, big channels, little channels. Go keep an eye on what they're up to. See if anything you can learn from. What's their thumbnail like? Look, people have gone dark now. Cody has gone dark. Brian Johnson's gone dark. Faces are still a thing. I'm learning all the time. I'm learning what my competitors are doing so I can keep ahead. Remember, YouTube is about trends. YouTube knows. We don't watch one video and then leave and then go and make a buying decision. We watch multiple videos about the same topic. We all do. If you're going to buy a new device, a new gadget, you're going to watch reviews. You're going to watch 3, 4, 5 reviews before you make a decision. This is what YouTube does. It knows that we will watch multiple videos about the same topic. So YouTube suggests videos for you to watch. So making sure that you are always getting content that you're looking for. So if I know that these guys are starting to talk about certain topics that I talk about, well, maybe YouTube will suggest my video to the same audience because I'm talking about similar topics. How cool is that? Go load up 10, 15 competitors, keep your eye on their thumbnails, their titles, their views per hour, understand what's trending so that you guys can actually make content similar to within your industry and then get those views when YouTube starts suggesting those videos. Because trends is where it's at. And because trend is where it's at, we've got something called trend alerts. And when you go and you create a trend alert, here's what happens. Typically, a lot of us understand trends once they have become trends. We understand things that have already popped. Some things like Baby Shark is a very, very bad example. Fortnite, I mean, any of those things that were really kind of popped, the challenges, things of that nature. But a lot of us will only see it once there's been so much hoo-ha about this online, so much noise, that we kind of riding the very tail end of those trends. Watch this. Give it a name. Let's just use Fortnite as a bad example. Well, if you're a gaming channel, you'll put Fortnite. Maybe you'll put PUBG. If you're a car channel, maybe you're going to put the brand names of these cars into these trend alerts, because this is what it does. You can use little keywords or big keywords. So Fortnite is obviously a big keyword. I'm basically telling vidIQ, look, vidIQ, I'm really interested in this term Fortnite. If anybody makes a video that gets more than 1,000 views per hour, not in total, 1,000 views per hour, let me know, and I'll get a report that looks like this. And I can get it every day, every 2 days, each week, each month. So in other words, I can already keep an eye on what's popping in my industry, because when I see a video, or whatever it may be, when I see a video going from 100 views per hour, next time I see the same video, it's at 500 views per hour. And then it's at 1,000 views per hour. Wow, something is happening. I need to go and investigate. I need to understand why that video is moving so quickly. Why is it going from 100 to 500 to 1,000? And I need to understand it quickly, so perhaps I go and make a video around the same topic. And you can create multiple alerts. So you can have Fortnite, create another alert, PUBG, another alert, Call of Duty, or whatever it may be. And in your industry, you know the keywords that you're constantly searching for when you're keeping your eye on your competitors. Those are the keywords that you stick into. The next thing is most viewed. Now, most viewed can become weird. This is everything that's viewed on YouTube at the moment. Now, before you tell me, yes, there is the trending page, I'm fully aware of it. But what this is, it's everything that's rocking on YouTube right now, sorted by views per hour. Now, how powerful is that? Essentially, this video is getting 704,000 views per hour. The PewDiePie, 249,000 views per hour. David Dobrik, 130,000 views per hour. Why do we care, realistically? Well, firstly, you're in the YouTube game. You need to know what's happening on YouTube as the bigger picture. You need to know what these channels are up to, what's attracting audiences. You need to keep your eye on that. But now you're going to say to me, Apple TV has got however many, 52,000 subs, but it's Apple. You got David Dobrik, who's got 13 million subscribers. Well, how do I even play in this game? Good question. What you do, you go all the way down to the bottom here, and you say, you know what? Only show me channels between 100,000 and 1 million subscribers. Now this changes the game. Now it's getting much closer to perhaps your world. You can make it anything that's getting 1,000 to 10,000 subscribers, whatever's closest to your world. And then you can start searching even more by categories, by countries, even do some search terms. If I had a kids channel, I would just live on here, because here it's exposed to me immediately the thumbnails that these people are using. It exposes to me the title. This person has hit every keyword. It's got a great thumbnail. Slime is a big term. ASMR is a big term. Relaxing slime is a big term. They clearly know what they're doing. They've used all the right stuff. And look at this. It's just rocking at 30,000 views per hour. Okay. Very, very, very powerful. Guys, you get all these tools if you're using the free vidIQ. But because you're on this webinar, you can go down into the link and get the full 30 days. And I'm going to unlock all this for you. So in 30 days, you can see the power that you can immediately generate on your channel. Remember, this is only, we still haven't finished. This is still the first D. This is just being discovered. Look how much kind of research you need to do, because why waste your time on something that's not going to work? Once you've done that research, you're going to come back into this page, because you've now shot your video. You're now ready to roll. You now got your title, because you know what your title is, because you've done that research. And as you go through here, you're going to say, okay, this is a video that Rob did. How to delete YouTube videos 2019, new method. What's key here? Well, what's key here is the title. The title is key. This is what YouTube looks at the most. Then description, and then tags. Now together, they all make up the metadata that a YouTube needs, that the search engine needs in order to go ahead and understand what's in your video. Yes, YouTube watches your video. Yes, they watch your thumbnail. But when you put them all together, you're just feeding the beast. You're saying, hey, I'm going to tell you what my video is about. So you can see here, how to delete YouTube videos 2019 is repeated in the first line of the description. How to delete YouTube videos in 2019. I'm telling YouTube twice. Oh, guess what? I'm also telling YouTube down here in the tags, again, what this video is about. Now there's no misunderstanding. And look how beautifully this is ranking for it. The numbers in blue is what it's ranking for. This is just an absolute superb video. Let me show you how you do this. As you start typing, it's going to give you the term. It's going to give you a whole bunch of scores, so you know which tags have got more value than other tags. Now watch this. Check this out. This is like my favorite part here. Mother's Day. Okay, these are all the related keywords for Mother's Day. But watch this. Okay, what's the interest over time? Well, it's pretty much wavering. Can you see that? But it's coming down. Mother's Day is done. So what is working is things around Mother's Day songs, Mother's Day, Happy Mother's Day, Mother's Day's card. Now, if you didn't make a Mother's Day video this year, should you just give up on this term? Watch this. You click on all time. And now what this does, it evaluates the term, Mother's Day, in this particular case, over a period of time. So since 2008, look at this. Every single year, there is a spike. What does this mean? It means that when you didn't make a video this year for Mother's Day, should you be making a video for Mother's Day next year? Absolutely. You know it's going to hit. The likelihood of it popping around Mother's Day next year is huge, because every single year it is hit. So why would next year be any different? And the cool thing about this is that a date you can just use again and again and again. So you can say, how to make your Mother's Day the ultimate Mother's Day chocolate cake how-to video 2019. Next year, delete 2019, label it as 2020. The same information applies. So always check the term, check it against 30 days, check it against all time. And that's going to give you a lot of valuable information, what's relevant today versus what's relevant once a year or maybe multiple times a year. These are tentpole events, things like Christmas, New Year's, Independence Day. You know the big ones. Also, don't forget, if you don't live in the US, what is your local country's big events, big tentpole events? South Africa, we had National Braai Day, which is barbecue day. Now that I know what my tags are, I've got a cool description. And by the way, description is important. Don't just give it one line. Give it a lot of information. Feed the beast. Tell YouTube what your videos are about. Scroll further down. I get a checklist. Hey, did I edit to a card? Have I edited to an end screen? Have I got closed caption? We don't monetize our channel, so that's fine to have the X. Playlist, public, did we share it? Oop, may not need to share this video. Right, Facebook, etc. This just keeps a good checklist to help you get more exposure. Down here, more keywords, and down here is videos to gain views from. What does that mean? Well, remember, YouTube wants to pair videos together. It wants to know that people are going to watch a how to delete a YouTube video. Well, perhaps there's other videos here that are already speaking about the same topic, and maybe I can use some of these keywords to try link them to my video so I can get those eyeballs. When somebody watches that video, maybe YouTube will recommend my video next. But watch this. Best time to publish. This is so critical. Remember I was speaking about VPH, views per hour, right? When you launch a video, YouTube doesn't know if it's a good or a bad video yet. It has no idea. But when you launch it and your audience comes immediately and they watch and you're keeping them hooked and you're keeping them on the video for long and they're watching your next video, those are insanely beautiful signals to YouTube that YouTube says, wow, this is quality video. And that's when you begin unlocking that second D. YouTube says, okay, are you delivering? So how do you get the most eyeballs on your video as you launch? Well, you simply use the best time to publish on your channel tool. Go through the days of the week, whichever day you happen to be on. If we launched a video, I don't know, on a Tuesday, between 9 and 11 seems to be our best time. I would probably launch it a little bit before here so I can get the up run as people are logging on. And remember, try not to launch videos on the hour like 10, 11, 12, or on the half hour, 10:30, 11:30, 12:30. The reason for it is because a lot of the big corporates, a lot of people that schedule videos way ahead of time, they typically launch at those time periods. So I kind of launch my video 9:46 or 10:32, something weird where you're going to be the notification that people watch because you didn't receive like 30 notifications on your phone at once. So just a bit of a ninja tactic there. What's next is the second D. Did you deliver? Well, this is when the channel audit tool comes into play. Now, this, again, this is what I was missing when I was trying to work out this YouTube game myself before I joined vidIQ. This is so important because I have no idea. I don't know about you, but I don't want to spend 30 hours of my life trying to understand YouTube analytics. Just push a button and tell me what's working and what isn't working. This is what the channel audit does. So over the last 30 days, how many views did you get on your channel compared to the previous month? Are you growing or are you shrinking? If you're growing, do you know why? If you're shrinking, do you know why? And look at this, content to double down on. Essentially, double down is a term that means make more of these. You're saying double down, go big, because people are loving this content. Why? Look, these videos are giving me views per hour. These videos are giving me the engagement rates, giving me views, giving me subscribers. How many subscribers did these videos give me? How many subscribers per 1,000 views? So I know what's working. I know what my audience wants. Same on your channel. You look at your audience and maybe your audience is telling you what they want and you're just not seeing it. But this will show that to you. And scroll further down. Total watch time, total average watch time, top retention. What are these? These are the stuff that YouTube is looking for. Which videos are keeping people watching? What is the watch time, average watch time, and the retention? So people are loving these content. Guess what I'm going to do? Make more of these style videos. I can immediately see, look here, when we have a comparison tool between these data graphs, I can already see that that's popping. Instantly I can see that. Therefore, I'm going to make more of these. Okay? Can you see how powerful this is? It's the stuff to make more of. As you scroll further down, it even tells you, look, these are the top search terms. This is what people search to get to your videos. How to download a YouTube video. Look how cool that is, 30,000. Look at these TCs versus PewDiePie. Great, your audience still wants that. Do we make more content around this? Absolutely. And screen click rates. What are people clicking on the end screen the most? Well, for us, it's videos. Perfect. And best for viewer. Great. Guess what I'm going to stick on my end screen? Less playlist, more this stuff. Look at the card click rates. Polls, 57%. People love engaging in our polls. Guess what I'm going to be doing? Making more polls. It tells you this. This is the stuff that's working. And just as importantly, the stuff that isn't working. Guys, this is the content that could use work on our channel. You guys didn't really dig this content. Lowest average watch time, lowest retention, lowest like ratio. People love Jack Black, and apparently Rob managed to upset quite a lot of people by doing this video. Okay, note to self, don't mess with Jack. Cool, now we know. Lowest view. Look, these videos are losing us subscribers. Well, what do? We're going to investigate these things and work out, hold on, are these things badly done? Bad time of year? Do we have to redo them? Maybe our thumbnails wasn't up to scratch. All of those things. I'm asking ourselves the question again and again, so the videos appear in this section, in the stuff to do more of. Remember, if you have let's just say, back to our cooking channel, if you love your chocolate cake recipes, but guess what? Every time you do that, they're in the content that could use work section. But every time you do something about a barbecue, it's always in the top section. Guess what your audience wants from you? More barbecue recipes, less chocolate cake recipes. See how powerful this is. It exposes that information. Are you delivering? That's that second D. We've been discovered. Now, are you delivering? And again, as you scroll further down, average metrics over the last 30 days. What was your title length, description length, etc. And then items to improve upon. Look here, we got 6 videos instantly. It's in red, which don't have an end screen. I need to go fix that. Do all your videos have cards? Do they all have custom thumbnails? Will they all edit your playlist? How many are you posting each week? Important information. I go straight to the red and I go and I make those changes. If I had a YouTube channel, which I do, I live in this. This tells me if I'm delivering, because if I'm not delivering, I have a problem. If I am delivering, it means my audience is loving what I'm doing, and then YouTube is going to unlock that third D, which is distribution. And when we're talking about distribution, we're talking about YouTube says, look, these are great signs. People are loving your content. If they're loving your content, I'm going to show it to a different audience. I'm going to test your videos with an audience who's never heard of you, an audience who's maybe searched for you but never landed on your video. I'm going to show them your video. What's going to happen here? You're going to get to a point where your videos start getting out further and further, and you're going to unlock these achievements. And when you unlock these achievements, we create this lovely certificate for you. And let me tell you why this is a growth strategy. When you see a certificate like this, congratulations, vidIQ, you've cracked 350,000 subscribers on this date. What do? We share it. We share it on social media, and people love to see that they were part of that journey, and they love to be part of a journey. So they give you a thumbs up. Hey, I'm one of those 350. Hey, I was with you from the start, and they retweet it. Guess what happens? Other people see those retweets. They see what's going on with this channel. What is this channel? Click, and it gives you an opportunity to get more subscribers. So as soon as you hit those milestones, go ahead and share that certificate. Tag vidIQ when you do that, at vidIQ, and we will help spread your word, spread your channel even further. It is a beautiful, beautiful growth strategy. And remember, this obviously gets adjusted for your channel. You're not going to hit your first key achievement when you get 350,000, of course. Each channel, this is customized for you so that you can share your success as soon as you hit it. Lots of cool metrics here, lots of cool information. Like, for example, how far are you? We're on pace for 400,000 subscribers by this date. We use this as a challenge. Are we really going to wait? No. So this is what's going to happen. I'm going to start going harder and harder and try getting to those subscribers. Those are the ways to use vidIQ. Hopefully you've understood the 3Ds. Being discovered is all about that research. Being discovered is all about getting that content out there in a way that people want to see it. Go to the caption, use autocomplete, and really home in those titles, because that is where you win. That is where the audience finds you, and that's where they see, oh, new content, didn't see this before, let me go push play. Then your second D, deliver that content. Go and look at your most viewed. Go look at your channel audit. See what's working on your channel and just do more of it. Deliver more of that content so that people will love you. They're going to distribute your work. They're going to share it with their friends, and your channel grows and grows and grows. And then you just rock those achievements. And we look forward for you tweeting them, sharing them on Facebook. Tag us in so that we could retweet you, because we love to see success when you're there. Hopefully this was useful. It was a bit of a intensive training. About 50 minutes now or so, just going through all the steps. If you just do those steps, if you just make your chocolate cake the correct way, not by grabbing stuff into a bowl and hoping for the best, but by doing that research, following the recipe, following that engagement, following the process, that is how you win. And you just got to get 1% better with every video, 1% better with every video. And that's you slowly, slowly crawling away, and never compare yourself to anyone else, because that's the kiss of death. Don't ever, ever do that. And finally, before we go, in the link, there's a 30-day Boost trial. If anybody's not on Boost and you really want to get all the advantage of everything I've just showed you, go ahead, register for this, get your coupon, get onto the system, and then rock your channel. Try it for 30 days. You'll see what a world of a difference it makes. I personally prefer to film than spend hours doing my research. Now I can push a button, get that research done, so I can go ahead and follow my passion and do my filming. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you had a good time. You're able to place on that replay. Will still be live, so if you missed anything, obviously go back. Share this with one of your friends, anyone who wants to see this. We do this every single Wednesday. Go to vidIQ.com/webinar and register for the next one. If you're here and you want to hear it again next week, coming on. We got space. We'll see you guys on the next episode. Thanks for watching. My name is Liron Segev. We'll see you next time. Cheers.
And there we go, folks. That is your whistle-stop tour of vidIQ and all of the tools that we have to offer you. What do you think? Let us know with some appropriate emojis or thumbs up or even thumbs down, whatever you feel of the tools. Let us know in the chat. Right now, one thing I will mention, I've just realized as the live stream's been going on, is that there is a little bit of a delay. I must have incorrectly set the latency here, so that there is about a 15 to 20 second delay between me talking and seeing the chat and what it looks like on YouTube. So if I'm slow to respond to any of the questions that you're about to ask me, that is probably why. A couple of things to remind you about. With vidIQ, there are tiers of tools whereby you get more tools if you have a Pro and Boost version, but the best news is that you can get the whole vidIQ experience for free right now if you use the trial in the video description. There is a link there. It is available to brand new customers only. Let me stress that, and unfortunately we don't accept PayPal with that free trial, but do check it out. And as well as the tools, you also get access to the vidIQ Academy and all of the extra learning that we have there. Thank you for all of the smiles and the hearts and the thumbs up. Really is appreciated there. I'm going to be taking your questions very, very soon, because that, as I said at the beginning of the webinar, is a pre-recording, and you can re-watch this live stream as once we've gone offline, and you will be able to see the tools and check out everything in detail if you need to. But we need to update it, and we're going to be doing that very soon, because we have a new studio now, and all of our tools have now been ported over to the new studio, and they're pretty much in the same place that we're in a classic studio, so you should be able to use and find them. But we're also adding new tools every couple of weeks right now, and there is a particular tool that I wanted to show you, which I've been really excited about over the last couple of weeks, and is now available for you to use. So I'm just going to share my screen here. Hopefully we have a screen up here. Here we go. So this is the video editor, video details page where you can edit titles, descriptions, thumbnails, and so on. And we've added this new tool down the right hand side. You can see the best time to post tool that we've already talked about, but we have this new preview in search results tool. We're calling it like the thumbnail preview tool. We haven't quite fixed on the name yet, but we think we're going with thumbnail preview tool. So this video isn't live yet. It doesn't have any views. Look, I can click on the analytics, and if it works, it's very slow right now, but we have one view because I think I watched it to add my end screens or something, but it's not live yet. So we have no idea how this video is going to look on YouTube, or do we? Because with our new tool, We can type in a term that we want to rank for on YouTube, click preview search results, and what that's going to do now is show you all of the videos that are at the top of the search rankings for this particular search term, and then, in theory, how your video's thumbnail and title would stack up against the other videos. So this is the one that we're thinking of uploading. Do we think this thumbnail and this title is going to be better than the guy that's at the top, or even our own videos? We've got some already ranked here, some vidIQ ones. How does it look? And I think it looks pretty good, and I think I'm satisfied with how that thumbnail is. Relatively simple, but it's got really stark green and yellow for the monetization icons, so I'm going to be happy to upload that, but I could change it if I want to, and this is kind of like the first step. That's how it would look like on a search screen. How would it look like just on browse features versus any other random video on YouTube? That's what it looks like against some of our competitors. What about completely random videos against like Jimmy Kimmel, for example, and NBC? That's how our video would look against all of them. But we can also say, how does it look like on a tablet? How does it look like on a mobile phone? How does it look like in search on a mobile phone? So we've got all of these preview tools now, which will help you give your video the best potential opportunity to be seen, and if it ranks, this is how it will rank against the best videos in that particular topic. So this is a brand new tool. It's called the Thumbnail Preview Tool, and it's available when you download vidIQ. And yeah, if you get a free trial, you get full access to it as well. All right, so I wanted to show you that extra tool, but now we're going to get into the question and answer section of this webinar. So for the next, I don't know, however long I can keep going, at least probably 20 minutes up until 11 o'clock, maybe a little longer, is your opportunity to ask me some questions about YouTube, whether that be YouTube in general, vidIQ tools that we've just been going through, or your channel specifically. We're not doing channel audits today, but we can answer some general questions about your channel. What would really help me is if you include hashtag question on the chat, because it means I can read it a lot easily. I'm already seeing that some people are doing that. So hashtag question, ask your question. And if I'm a little late, it's because of a time delay. And if I don't answer it the first time, maybe ask it once or twice, and I'll try and see if I can answer it, because the chat goes so fast sometimes, but I just don't have time to quickly read all of the questions that are coming out. And I want to try and give you some lengthy answers for that as well. I just wanted to say, I think some people gave us some super chats, and I'm just seeing if my computer's going to work to tell me what the super chats are. We've got $2 worth of super chats, and I think 2 people gave us super chats, but it's not showing me on screen what they were. Thank you for the super chat. So I wish I could read them out for you, but YouTube's live stream control center just isn't quite working right now. It really slows down my computer as well. But anyway, let's move on from all of that and start answering your questions. So, Cool Bean, the question is, why can't I activate Boost trial with a PayPal? Unfortunately, just PayPal doesn't support the free trial aspect of this, so you do need a credit card. We do apologize for that, but yeah, it's just one of those things which is unfortunately the way it works, but you can get a free trial with a credit card. Question from Draw and Learn: what should be the exact keyword consistency in the description? So there is no specific science to this. Just generally speaking, if you're intending to rank for a particular keyword, you want to try and reinforce that keyword phrase and variants of it as much as possible in your content. I'm gonna load up an example of this actually. Just give me a second. This will be a good way to tell you how we've successfully done this in the past. Right, I'm going to share my screen again. So we have this video here, how to delete YouTube videos. I think it has like 400,000 views now. So that is basically the keyword there. Delete YouTube videos, or how to delete YouTube videos. We reinforce that or different variants of it, like deleting a YouTube video, why you are deleting a YouTube video, and so on in the timestamps of video description. We've added it a couple of more times here in this paragraph, such as like why you might not want to delete a video. So again, reinforcing delete a video as a keyword. And then we go to absolute town here in the tags. And notice here how we're not really focusing on YouTube tips or tips and tricks or tips as keywords. We're using the how to delete YouTube video as a keyword, and we're riffing off of that. constantly, thinking of different ways to say that phrase rather than going too broad, so that YouTube knows exactly what the content is about in terms of metadata, and then it can serve it up to the right audience. So I think that's the general question to including keywords in descriptions. Try and reinforce a very specific keyword that you want to rank for as much as possible, with it still being sentences and text that you would naturally read. So don't stuff the keyword flippantly in your description. Question from Kulpizza, I think. Do you know any free to edit stream videos for Twitch and YouTube past live streams instead of Flash? I'm not sure what the question is there. I don't really understand what you're asking. We use OBS. Sorry, we use Streamlabs OBS, which is completely free to use. So you could probably use that to live stream, but I'm not sure if that was your specific question. Douglas Gagaro here. What is the best way to leverage your platform for a brand new channel starting from scratch to set up for maximum monetization? So I'd have to read the question again to really properly understand it, but it's disappeared now. So my suggestion to you would be for maximum monetization for a brand, ultimately you're less about getting organic subscribers and big numbers. You want to get the people watching your content who are actually going to potentially invest in your products and services. Now the way to do that is to still think about how you can rank as highly as possible in terms of search. So that means answering the big, broad questions that everybody is searching for all across the globe, not necessarily localized questions. This is a big thing in real estate, where people are trying to get localized business on YouTube, and that's really difficult to do. It's much more efficient to do it on Facebook. But with your YouTube arm of a brand, you can answer those questions that everybody is asking all across the world, like how to sell a house or how to buy a house or tips for applying for a mortgage. Those are things that people are searching for everywhere, and you answer those questions, and then within your content you provide your personal services and products in the videos, and then you can link them in the description. So that's like the general way you answer that. Ultimately, YouTube itself is a really bad way to make money, because you don't make much off of advertisements. What you do is you make money off of people who are committed to you as a thought leader or an ambassador or an expert in your field, and then taking them off of YouTube with like mailing lists and then selling them your products and services that way. But YouTube is a way to reach a big, broad audience, like we do here at vidIQ. We have 500,000 subscribers, and occasionally we're going to mention the vidIQ tools, and hopefully you invest in that. But we're also doing lots of general YouTube tips and tricks, so everybody knows who vidIQ is, whether or not you use our tools. Okay, next question here then, and I'm going to try and answer, is from JMGamer1327. If I upload mainly gaming content, is it okay for me to upload non-gaming every now and then? I mean, so it is. What you're going to find is that, let's say your average gaming video gets 500 views. If you upload a video that has nothing to do with gaming whatsoever, then you're probably going to get maybe 25%, 10% of our audience interested in your non-gaming stuff. Unless you're a huge channel, you have a really committed audience who are in love with you, and then you can take them on a journey wherever you want to. To begin with, as always, I'm going to be blunt with this. Viewers don't care about you. They only care about the consistent value that that you can provide for a particular topic, and that's how you build an audience to begin with, by giving them value time and time again, and then introducing aspects of you within your content. So thumbnails, titles, metadata, trying to reach as wide an audience as possible is the best approach, and then instilling your own personal vibe and style within the content itself is probably what you're looking for there. Generally speaking, niche down, stick to a topic, do that 80% of the time, and then experiment 20% of the time, because we do that as well. We do a lot of tips and trick stuff, but we experimented with a PewDiePie vs T-Series subscriber race last year, and that did really well for us. But our core was always educating creators, which is what we do right now. As an example, Flare TV, they did a big live stream on PewDiePie vs T-Series, but what are they doing now? doesn't look as if they're doing anything because maybe they didn't know where to go, which direction to go or with next. Thank you for the question there. Okay, LBDJS official channel. You recently bought the pro version, but you're scared because of my channel. All right, so you're asking the basic permissions and like, is it safe to use vidIQ? vidIQ has been around for 7 or 8 years now. And we've had millions of people download our tools and hundreds of thousands of people use vidIQ every single day. We tell you what the permissions are and what the risks that you have. But that's the same with all third-party software. Every single third-party software who wants to help you with your YouTube channel needs permission to access your tools. We're also YouTube certified and audited by YouTube. So they check that our tools are not doing anything that would be against terms of service and would get you in trouble as a creator. So that's the best I can say. We have hundreds of thousands of people using our tools, and we are not aware of any huge issues in terms of permission, security, that type of thing. So it is, of course, up to you whether you want to use our tools or not. And I can completely understand if you want to protect your channel. It is entirely up to you. But yes, but rest assured, many people use vidIQ and do so safely. A question from Hap Film here. You're going to get the free month. Do we need to buy the entire year? No, you don't need to buy the entire year. You can just sign up for the free trial and just make sure to cancel the subscription before the end of the first month or you will be charged. So, no, it's a free trial. Just make sure to cancel before the end of your first month. Next question comes from Horizonte Degli Eventi. I think I've said that right. In my niche, it is common to have long videos, 1 hour or more. What would be good retention for such a video? I have a retention time of 40% in the best videos. So if you're doing 1 hour videos and your retention is 40%, that is pretty incredible. I think that's really good going. Fantastic stuff there. I mean, I have some tutorials that are an hour long on my old channel, which have audience retention of about 8 minutes. So you're looking at less than 20%. So I think you're doing really well there. But an interesting thing though, in your niche, do you think there's an opportunity to do something a bit wild and something a bit different, whereby you make even longer videos or you do super short videos? And how much, because it may be that often people do want to watch an hour-long video in your niche, but what if you're the only channel or one of the few channels providing much shorter videos that people may want to watch while they're commuting or while they don't have as much time as they usually would do? Just a thought. I don't know if it's possible in your niche, but it sounds like 40% audience retention is pretty good for hour-long videos. But yeah, just think of unique ways to approach this. I just want to say thank you to the Artist Heaven, who is including the link there to a free trial, and also Apple for doing our awesome moderating stuff as usual. We'll move on to the next question now, which is a very simple one here. Ortho Implants for Life. What do you need to monetize? You need 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 hours of watch time, and comply with all of the community guidelines at YouTube. Apply for monetization and then be accepted into it, which takes around about a month. We have a complete beginner's guide to monetizing your YouTube channel. Search for that on YouTube. You'll find a vidIQ video near the top or at the top. Watch that video because it's about 10 minutes long and it tells you everything you need to know. Does receiving thumbs down in a small channel affect the SEO? And that comes from Simon Stepniak. I don't think it does. I think just any engagement is seen as generally good from a YouTube algorithm point of view. Yes, from an individual personal point of view, it's not good to see lots of dislikes on a video, and some people may think, oh, this video is bad, I'm not going to watch it. But have a look at it from this point of view. Any engagement on your content means that somebody cares about your content, whether they hate it or love it. So at least you've invoked a reaction. Like I'm going to try and invoke a reaction from all of you now. If you're finding this live stream super valuable, then click on a like, give us a thumbs up, or click on the thumbs down if you don't feel this live stream is very valuable. We'd really appreciate it. All I would say is, if you do get negativity, all right, fine, but spend no amount of time, energy, effort, or emotion wasted on them. Embrace the positivity, those who are supporting you, and give them the love they need, whether it's the comments they are sending to you or how you're interacting with them in live streams. Those are the ones who are important to you, and continue to serve them. Let's say you get 2 dislikes but 4 likes. So you're getting like what you want to do is make sure that you get 8 dislikes. What you want to make sure is you get 8 likes and maybe 3 dislikes in the next video, and increase that. Engagement is always going to help, and people are caring about your content. Question from Swan Storm Gaming. Why does YouTube delete subscribers? So YouTube will periodically audit channels to make sure that the subscribers are legitimate. There's a lot of bots out there, and or channels that are deleted, or dead channels, and YouTube through whatever auditing guidelines they have will just say this this subscriber isn't legitimate, so we're going to remove it. It's not necessarily anything you've done wrong with your channel, and every channel loses subscribers all of the time. I think vidIQ has lost hundreds of thousands of subscribers in its life on YouTube. It happens to the best of us. I probably need to do a video about that, actually, like how many subscribers has vidIQ lost in its lifetime. It'd be interesting to find out. It's probably like 200,000 or something. So that answers your question. LM0055 asking, excuse me. They are asking, what should I do if I can't think of anything different or anything about my game? I feel like everything has been taken. Any tips for finding video ideas? It's probably not going to be a useful response to this, but there are always ideas for new videos on a game. And you could look at it from a different point of view. Let's say you made a video on a game 2 or 3 months ago on like a particular idea. It might be like the best guns to use or whatever, and it did well. Well, why don't you remake it, but with new information and with new filming and editing skills? We've done that recently. In a video I posted on Monday about how to grow your channel while you're stuck at home. Look at the videos that have already done really well on your channel and think, is there more to add to this video? Or can I redo it? Like, we did a video on how to get 1,000 subscribers a couple of years ago, and it did well. And I decided, you know what? I'm going to remake this. I'm going to make it better. I'm going to add more information, new advice. And that remake is doing really well. So there are always video ideas that you can revisit if you're struggling. If the game is old and you're not getting much traction on it, then maybe it is time to pivot to a new game. But as Dan always says, if you're a Minecraft gamer, make sure that you move on to another game that Minecraft gamers will like. Maybe going from Minecraft to Fortnite is a bit of a hard pivot because it's a shooting game versus a crafting game. But maybe Minecraft to Roblox is something that is going to be palatable for your audience. Omega Plays is asking, hey vidIQ, what game is good game and will get me views? I've no idea. You have to decide that. You got to know what you're passionate about and play the games that you think you're going to find an audience for. We can't answer that, unfortunately. That's all up to you in terms of what you want to do with your YouTube channel, because you don't want to be playing a game that lots of people play but you hate, because you're going to drive yourself nuts. So that's for you to decide. Next question, lagging productions. Why are there so many spam bots now? They're really annoying, and I hope you guys can make a video about it. Is this Tem guy who keeps replying to stuff? I would say don't worry about it. YouTube are going to find these bots and work out what they're doing soon, and it won't be an issue in 2 weeks, I would imagine. So don't worry about it. Annoying now, but it won't be annoying for very, very long. Tex Club, Technology Beyond Us. If my sub count is low, how difficult is it to rank for a video? Please answer. So obviously it is more difficult, and this is basically because you don't have the influence or the reputation with YouTube in terms of a particular keyword. So it is going to be more difficult to rank. But how you change that is by consistently going after a certain keyword phrase and tackling it from many different angles and giving YouTube evidence that you getting slightly more views and slightly more watch time with every single video that you make, and just keep being consistent and patient. vidIQ was a channel with 0 views and 0 subscribers at one point. We had to work our way through the how to grow your channel, how to get more subscribers, keywords, and it's taken us 500 videos to do that. So patience and consistency is probably what you want to be looking at. And if you can always provide something brand new to a topic, information that people can't get anywhere else, whether it be new information or secret information, that always helps as well. Faith's Hairstyles. What would you call great content? I do hair tutorials, still growing, been doing it for 5 months, posting 2 videos a week. So if you were going to answer this from a YouTube perspective, great content is content that gets high click-through rate for them, whatever that means, and it could be different for different channels of different sizes, and more watch time or higher audience retention, because that means that you're pulling human beings into your content with compelling thumbnails, and then they're staying on your content and watching it for longer, and that is like the human reaction to this. That feeds into the algorithm part of it, the ones and the zeros, and then YouTube will eventually share your content with more people. So that basically is what determines great content from a YouTube perspective. Let's see, what other questions have we got? Some good ones coming in here. A question from Productive. How to get into personal finance and productivity space? Barriers to entry seems high. Yeah, well, there's going to be high barriers to entry for a lot of YouTube topics because they've been covered by a lot of people already. It's a quite a saturated platform these days, but there are always ways into that. As Travis and I always say in our audits, for people who want to go into productivity and financial space, the key value for the audience is how to save money or how to spend less money. And the same with time, how to spend less time on something or do it more efficiently. So your thumbnails and your titles and your content has got to be about that. Telling people that you can save $100 doing this or you can earn $300 doing that, and being really explicit with that to get them into the content and then really provide that value once somebody is in the video. It's going to take time, and there is some barriers to entry. Look at what the competition is doing. I think I can't remember what the channel's called exactly. It might be Financial Freedoms. That's a channel that's started with like 0 subscribers, who's been watching a lot of vidIQ videos for the last, I think, 2 years. And then they built up their channel to 50,000 subscribers and do really well. And if you look at the thumbnails, they are really compelling. Their focus is telling people about the money, what they can save or what they can earn. And you just have to click on them, and the videos must be doing well because they get high likes to dislikes, and they post very consistently as well. All right, so I'm going to take another question here from JDP Gaming. I have older content that has gained some views recently where it hasn't before. Do I do more content on those videos and double down? Yes. Do more content on it, especially if it's picked up in recent weeks. You can do a fresh take on it. You can tackle this in a certain way, and so on. There's a person, one of my tech friends called Steve Dotto. He has recently started doing Zoom stuff, and he had one video that got 250,000 views. So he's doubling down on Zoom right now. And of course, you should be. It's a really hot topic. People want to know how to use it during these uncertain times. And now he's going through all of the aspects of it. He did a tutorial to begin with. Now he's doing troubleshooting. Now he's doing specific things like reactions to when people did funny things on Zoom, or like how to make audio better, that type of thing. Absolutely double down. Become the authority, especially if you're noticing an uptick in views. That means YouTube's serving to an audience that wants to watch it right now, and you can serve that audience with more content right now. So within a couple of hours, I want to see you doing more content if you're able to do that. Okay, next question is coming from Sikand Ali. Short videos versus long videos. Does time or retention matter more? We get asked this question a hell of a lot. And the simple answer is it always depends on the audience and the type of content that you're creating. For example, when we do a video about how to get more subscribers, that's quite a broad topic, and we can spend a good 10 to 20 minutes giving you lots of different tips and tricks and advice, so we'll make a longer video. However, if I do a video about how to delete a YouTube video, I cannot tell you how to delete a YouTube video for 20 minutes and nobody's going to watch it. Nobody's going to see the timestamp on it and say, I'm not watching the video for 20 minutes to understand how to do this. I'll find somewhere else. Which is why we make short bite-sized videos that do really well as longer videos. So it all depends. What I would say is this. If you make, on average, videos that are 4 minutes long and your average view duration is a minute, then the videos are probably too long and you need to shorten them. However, if your videos are 4 minutes long and you get an average view duration of 3 minutes or 3 minutes 30 seconds, that is really good. So it gives you license to experiment with longer videos. Audience retention, if it's 50% or above, make longer videos, test. If the audience retention is below 50%, maybe test with shorter videos. But it really does depend on the audience and what they want to watch on your channel. There are some channels on YouTube which have videos that are a minute long and they're really successful. There are others with videos that are hours long and are really successful. It all depends on your niche and your audience. Okay, got any more questions here that I can see? Let's have a look. All right, this is the last one I'm going to answer from you, LM0055, because you've asked quite a lot of questions. What should I do if I make gaming videos and videos on sport that isn't happening at the moment? That is a really tough thing. I'm listening to a lot of sports podcasts who have nothing to talk about right now, so they're going nostalgic. They're looking at the history of the sport, like important matches, or they're doing quizzes, or really engaging with the audience. They're finding ways to talk about things that have already happened, and maybe that's an avenue you can go down as well. All right, question here from Extreme Sports and More. What is a good video camera that is priced well and can fit into a backpack? Also, thank you very much for making these videos and has get to 100 subscribers and so on. 100 subscribers. You're most welcome. So obviously I'm going to start with a mobile phone since it's really portable. I think any iPhone 10 or above or any Galaxy S8 or above, you're getting a damn fine camera in there. I personally use a Panasonic G7, which is a mirrorless camera. And it's about $350, I would say now, US dollars. And that is fairly light and compact. If you want to go even smaller than that, then you're looking at the Sony RXs or the Canon G7X models. They are a bit more pricey. But don't worry too much. If you're thinking about the technology right now, don't worry too much about it. If you're a smaller channel, use the technology that you've got at your disposal. And if your audio is bad, improve that first, because there's nothing worse than terrible audio that sounds like this and it's really distracting and can annoy people. You want nice, crisp, clear audio to get you started. And you can get many condenser microphones or lapel microphones for $50 or below. But there was lots of suggestions there. Take which one you fancy. Okay, next question is... So, Zen Perinal, I think is your name. How would you approach marketing, growing a brand new channel on personal finance? So, you've got a lot of topics to talk about right now, and that is the current situation that people are going to find themselves in terms of they may have just lost their job, they're applying for employment insurance or whatever it is called in your country. You could do lots of tutorials on that, like and saying, all right, we're going through a real struggle here. Yeah, you've just lost all of this income, so I'm going to tell you all of the income that's available to you now, and here's how you can potentially make income on the side. There's all sorts of services on the internet where they can make like a buck here and there. So I would be thinking about all of these people who are probably coming to YouTube now as a free platform to get advice on how to earn money and look at those particular areas. Do searches, see what other channels are doing, maybe offer your unique value proposition to them. That's where I would potentially start looking now, because it's going to be a huge topic now, like how do I get employment shares, or I've just lost my job. Those sorts of keywords are probably trending upwards now. See where you can tackle the questions that are being see if you can tackle the questions on those topics that haven't been answered just yet. Okay, next question. Cool Pizza, can you get demonetized for clickbait content? Yes, if you have misleading content, I think it's classed as on YouTube, then you can get community guideline strikes, and I think eventually YouTube may start to look at your position in the YouTube partner program. We've got a video coming out about that kind of tomorrow, so do check that out. Just basically don't clickbait. It would be my answer to that. And I'm not sure, Fun Destroy, you have an issue with iPhone screen recording, and sometimes it doesn't work. I think iPhone screen recordings are notorious for losing the audio, so maybe check the other screen recording options that you have with an iPhone. Like I think Camtasia did one a while ago. They may be able to help you with that. So not the native screen recording, see what apps you can download from the App Store, which may help you with that. Okay, and then what else have we got here? I'm trying to answer questions from people who've not already had a question answered, so I'm going to go with SM Football. Is there a way to find out what's the best time to upload the videos? Yes. Rewind this webinar and watch the tutorial on how to use vidIQ. We have a best time to post tool. I'll show you it right here. I'll show you exactly that tool for you, sir. It is here. Best time to post. It will analyze your subscribers activity when they subscribe to channel, when they like other videos, and it will say, all of your subscribers are active during the period of 6 to 9 in the morning, so we suggest maybe posting your videos around about then. It's available as a vidIQ tool. If you download it, use the boost trial in the video in the description of this video, you will be able to test it out and see how it works on your channel. So yeah, best time to post, we do have that tool. Size Life. If I've done a YouTube live and listed a video as unlisted, does the watch time still count? No. Only public watch time hours count now. I think they used to count in the past unlisted videos, but they don't anymore, so you would have to keep it as public. I think that's a crazy idea if you don't want to keep your live streams public because you've already earned the watch time, but that seems to be the approach YouTube has taken. So there you go. Sharon Gilbert, is there a free editing program you can use? So I started with Windows Movie Maker, that's free, and I used it for a good couple of years. I think DaVinci Resolve is also a free editor as well, but I think it's quite like a professional level, so there might be a learning curve for that. But there are also many video editors which will give you free trials. You might have a watermark on them, but you can maybe try them out, and if you like it, maybe if you got like $10 to spare, $20 to spare on one of those. I know Filmora is pretty cheap, so you can check that out with a free trial. So plenty of options there. But yeah, Windows Movie Maker will get you started. Or if you're on an iOS, Apple, iMovie I think is free as well. So check that out, which is I think a more than a capable editor to get you started. Let's see, what else have we got? So Luke Plays. I think I've said I've audited your channel 3 or 4 times, not millions of times, but we've audited your channel. So that's the answer to that question. All right, so a lot of questions are coming in about like how do I get more watch hours or how do I get more subscribers? We've got plenty of videos on this. Just do a search, how to get more subscribers, or go to the vidIQ Academy, where we've got hours-long education on how to do that. How to get more watch time, how to get subscribers. These are impossible questions to answer on a webinar. They're too broad. Try and think specifically what you want to ask with your questions. All right, Mr. Osmix YT. I play on Nintendo Switch and I don't have capture card and I can't screen record on Minecraft. I'm sure if you do a search for how to screen record a Nintendo Switch for free on YouTube, you will get some answers and then you'll be able to do it. So just do a search. I'm sure there must be a way, for example, to plug your Switch into a computer and then be able to screen record from there, I think. Jaiwid Barzel, how to edit audio songs to cancel copyright claim effect. We've done a video on this. And it's something like how to remove copyright claims from your videos. Do a search, it can be done. There is a tutorial there, so do check it out. And let's see, I'm going to take 3 more questions here. So what else have we got? From MC Red Panda, when will you guys on the vidIQ team tell us who had the best why YouTube? So we're still getting entries in for that. Thank you for sending them. It's probably going to be a week or 2 away because we're getting a lot of submissions and we want to do something really cool with that. But yeah, thanks for your submission if you've sent one in. Luke Plays asks, why am I bald? Because I'm beautiful and in 20 years time I'm going to look exactly the same, so I won't have aged a single bit. That's why I am bald. Next one is Faith's Hairstyles. How do you do a live stream? We've got a tutorial that we released about a week ago, like how to set up a YouTube live stream. We set this up through a tool called Streamlabs. It's completely free to use. Can get a little technical. There's a lot of different jigsaw pieces that are put together to make it look like this. But yeah, there's many live streaming services and you can go directly through YouTube as well. But check out the video that we made about a week ago, which I think is something like how to set up YouTube live streaming or something like that. We've got the answer there. And any more questions here that we can answer? All right, Fortnite Stan. This channel has 100 plus subscribers and 40,000 views by posting and stealing random content. Should I make a new channel focusing on one topic or continue on the same channel? I'm not sure. You're complaining about another channel and asking a question. My answer to that is stop worrying about other channels and what they're doing, because that's just going to drive you insane. You don't know their circumstances. They may be getting permission to use this content. They may not, in which case somebody should be reporting them. YouTube's going to discover them eventually and they will get their channel terminated. But you don't want to worry about that. Concentrate on your channel and how to build that. Because if you continue to compare yourself and say, this channel is doing this channel is doing this, why am I not getting the same entitlement? Then unfortunately, you're getting YouTube all wrong. You're thinking too much about yourself and your channel as opposed to the audience that you're serving and how you can provide value to them. I'm not talking about the woes of vidIQ here and how another channel with a similar video to us maybe got 1 million views. I don't care about that. I care about the people on the live stream right now and the people who find our content valuable. And that's the attitude you should have when you are creating content. All right, next question. This is the last question now from IT Fixer TV. Do YouTube monetize videos of Creative Commons, which I uploaded from another channel and reused with the allow license? And why some views decrease? All right, so basically, the answer to this is if you reuse content from elsewhere, and I would say whether or not you have permission or the Creative Commons support to do that. The problem with that is that unless you're transforming the content into something of unique value or adding your own value to it, you are still just using somebody else's content and effectively profiting from it. And YouTube have said this in the past, that it is against the spirit of their policy. They want to reward original content creators for original content, not people who are just re-uploading something that's available for free and then trying to make money off it. I don't know if you're doing exactly that, but your content should be as unique as possible rather than just using it from elsewhere. And this is why other creators get really frustrated when there's a channel over there profiting from other people's work, where they're putting in hours and hours of work, struggling to grow their channel. So consider that, please, if you are going to be using other people's content. I don't know how to do a Savage Panda, so savage off. That's the best I could do with that. Folks, you've been watching the weekly vidIQ webinar where we show you how to use vidIQ and all the tools we have. This will be available as a replay very, very soon once it stops processing, so you can rewatch all of this and find out how to use vidIQ. We also have all of the videos that we release every single week where we tell you how to use our tools and tips and tricks on how to grow your channel in general. We have the Tuesday live stream where myself, Travis and Dan audit your own channels, and we take a look and give you advice where we can, so do make sure to check that out. If you enjoyed this webinar, make sure to give it a thumbs up and to subscribe to vidIQ if you haven't already done so. And as we've continued to say throughout this webinar, it is available once we finish live streaming, and all of the tools that you've seen here today you can use for free for the next month if you use the link in the video description to get a free 30-day boost trial. You've been watching vidIQ. I'm going to say thank you very much for taking part, and as always, time is the most important currency on YouTube, and you just spent that time with me, and I hope we and the vidIQ team have provided you with some value. Remember that when you are making content for your audience, provide as much value as possible. They will continue to support you, grow with you, you build a community, you get more views, more subscribers, you can monetize your channel, and maybe one day turn this into an income that turns your passion into a career, like what happened for me when I joined vidIQ from making videos just in my spare time. As always, enjoy the rest of your video making day, and we'll see you again very soon. Bye.